the 1 week has been a significant one for the U.S. stockpile marketplace. Lyft, the trip-hailing business, sold out its shares to the social for the at first period, announcing a march of the unicorns. A flow of these business community, that are certain as individual, enterprise equity-backed firms cost above $1 billion, are set to pursue, consisting Lyft's competing Uber, on the internet album business Pinterest and household sharing website Airbnb. And they are engaging several overwhelming price. Uber, for sample, could be cost as lot as $120 billion while it floats. For Lyft, its shares list on the Nasdaq stockpile exchanging at $72 every, giver it a marketplace importance of fair above $24 billion, more than rather than 5 times the amount of, Tell, UK top road sturdy symbolism and Spencer. But in comparison with METERNS, that has been about for so above a age, Lyft is just 7-year-old, and it is yet to do a income. I did a lot of study on individual enterprise equity supported companies, told Ilya Strebulev, prof of financial at Stanford College. We discover how on ordinary the unicorns are overestimated by on 50%. Lyft makes several big claims in its original social offer, initial public offering, brochure. Its industry pattern is relying on the concept how possessing a car is costly, and as urbanization grows, human beings are changing off of possession vehicles to with services to get about. It says how in the US households expend above $1.2 billion a year on private transport. How's the award Lyft is departure following? Rhett Wallace, founding member and head execution of Newt Study, told Down there is credit in Lyft's industry pattern. This concept how you don't include a car, how you don't use 95% of the period and support and insure and parking garage transport could be executed superior rather than which Detroit has taken into account us. Yet, transport as a facility is a born production. Tom White's, Elder Study Analysis at D. Davidson, says, Down there isn't a ton of testimony yet how its event on any wide scope. Down there is several information show a change, he told. For sample, the ratio of 18-year-old Americans licensed to driving, bring down of 76% in 1986 to 62% in 2016, on to Division of Transportation. But wide car property information indicates how it's not very possessing lot of a large effect still. Later down there are Lyft's losses. Among 2016 and 2018, its rental income grew firmly of $343 meter to $. Yet, its losses jumped of $682 meter to $911 meter. Uber is as well losing making, although the drawing has omitted of $. In 2017 to $. Recent year. Professor Strebulev told how characteristically enterprise equity-backed business community do losses since they mainly victim profits to reach really top increase or scope. But this issue vary for all and for investors, he told, is if Lyft and Uber's industry pattern will enable them to convertible these really significant losses in profits at several spot, and if the marketplace will suffer those losses. It feels love-known area. It is almost 20 year with the altitude of the dot-com boomers, and its dirty ramifications. Mr. Wallace told, we had a little flavor of which a dot-com collapse looks love in the click history. A lot of investors lose cash in click, he told. We include a taste of which it looks love for investors to race in these things and get annihilated. Mr. White's told Down there is a big distinction among the web companies of the deceased 1990s and previous 2000s, and currently. These companies are a lot greater and more than set in a lot of ways, he told. They've been capable to accumulate large amounts of individual equity and remain individual for much longer and reach a amount and scope how was cute uncommon for a business how was on to go social the recent period about. Professor Strebulev told, in the early loop, the industry model were more than on pledge of the next and the pledge of the next rental income lot companies present do include those rental income. It is now on a pledge of next efficiency that is really various. Amongst Lyft's plans for the dollar it is increase of its initial public offering, are to put in acquisitions and technique. It is already devoted cash and asset to independent drive. It is work in Irish company, active to test personality driving cars in Las Vegas, wherever it has finished thousands of journeys. It is as well evolving its own independent car framework at its Standard 5 Mechanical Engineering Center. Yet, driverless cars are a length way of operational on social roads. And Mr. Whites thinks in procedure for trip-hailing firms to do transportation services a more profitable option to car property, prices will include to drop by perhaps 30 to 40%, how would affect Lyft's financials. As so as Uber, Pinterest and Airbnb, served office space supplier WeWork and exchanging messages company Flaxid are as well rumored to be considering a stockpile marketplace list. Professor Strebulaev suggests one cause why so lot firms are examining the year is sense of economy. If down there's departure to be a economic downturn later the IPO box might shut, he told. How happened, of year, in 2000 while the IPO box close, while not a solitary business could go social. Can the occur next day? I don't wait so. Can the occur above the following 6 months? I believe it is not hardly. Down there is a risk, although, if down there is a race to marketplace, investors could end up receive burnt. Mr. Wallace told, I believe if I was loser $1 billion a year in my business and I could sell it to a bundle of us retailer investors, I would be psyched to do how everything the IPO box is, see at the losses, who has got to pay for these losses. Professor Strebulaev told, which I trust, and the is not very on Uber and Lyft, but an ordinary monoceros, is how down there are 100 advantage of them and it is hard to think relying on historic testimony and my study how all of them are departure to be success.